Fitzella rushing the gate a bit. They're off. They're racing away for the Tattersalls Sceptre Sessions at Cheveley Park Stakes, the Group 1 for the 2-year-old fillies over the 6 furlongs. And Fitzella bounding away out in front, leads by the early length and a half to Orion's Belt. And more near side is True Love. Havana Anna is racing alongside her. Over toward the far side is Beautifying the purple and white, closely attended to then by the grey America Queen. Just in behind the tempo is Golden Palace, Royal Fixation out the back, together with far-sided Anthelia in the light blue. They're about to go through halfway. Fitzella by 3 parts of a length over True Love in second. Orion's Belt, Havana Anna the next two. Royal Fixation to the right-hand side travels strongly, then Golden Palace. Orion's Belt away toward the left-hand side, then Beautify America Queen and Anthelia widest of all. They're racing down towards the final furlong and a half. Havana Anna joins issue with Fitzella. True Love is still well there. Royal Fixation off the bridle. So too Golden Palace. America Queen has flattened out a bit now on the rise towards home. It's True Love and Havana Anna. Havana Anna the far side. True Love the near side. True Love and Havana Anna to the line they head. Havana Anna and True Love getting up to win the Cheveley Park. True Love from Havana Anna. Royal Fixation, America Queen clear from Fitzella, and then Golden Palace.
True Love has added a Group 1 Cheveley Park to a victory in the Queen Mary at Royal Ascot. She's done so pretty stylishly for Aidan O'Brien. I think it's Group 1 winner number 19 of the season. I'm losing count.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Nick, but listen, I'm delighted. It's a great race to win and delighted for everybody. Roger's done a great job with this filly at home, and Wayne gave her a beautiful ride. John and Seamus and Keith and Veddy, she led her up. They all done a great job. Big, powerful, strong filly by no name ever. Very fast. So delighted, really.
I saw her in the paddock. I couldn't believe how well she'd done since Royal Ascot. Was that something that had really struck you, how well she was developing physically?
Yeah, she's like a big 4-year-old now, which is unusual for a 3-year-old filly to be developing at this time of the year, you know, but she's a big powerhouse now.
And with that in mind, do you think you'd be happy, like last year's winner, to take her to America and have a go around Del Mar?
It's possible. The lads kind of always decide those things. We'll see how she comes out of the race, then we'll tell them, and they'll all kind of be thinking of what to do and where they'll be and whether it'll suit to run them or not, really. But it's a definite possible because she's very quick, a lot of speed. Ryan was very helpful to Wayne. He said to him to make sure to wait between the 2 and the 1 with her. So because Ryan felt that she's all speed. So but Wayne gave her a beautiful ride. Having
said that, were you surprised by how well she hit the line? She wasn't stopping.
No, she wasn't. And I kind of Donnacha's filly ran some racing, but Ryan hadn't really went for her until Donnacha's filly challenged him, and then that's only when you do know. But when Wayne got a hold of her, he got his heels down and he really asked her to go forward, and her head went down when he did ask her, so that was a good sign, really.
Do you think that represents a big step up from the run in the Phoenix Stakes?
I think so. Ryan didn't accept the run in the Phoenix at all. He just went wrong on him the whole thing, and our pacemaker missed the break, and Ryan was waiting on the pacemaker to make the run, and when he missed it, then Ryan ended up waiting on our pacemaker, and the others were gone. So he was very adamant that wasn't her run. But listen, I wouldn't take away from the winner for 1 minute, but he felt that wasn't her run. So she, you're never sure, she came home and she did all her work and did everything perfect. Sent Wayne rides her in her work, so he was very happy with her. So that's why she's here, really.
A whole lot of opportunities to get more Group 1 races in France next weekend. Who in your mind is the Ballydoyle number 1 for the hour?
Oh, well, obviously Minnie is we're very happy with her. Everything has went great, and no, couldn't be happier, really. Christophe rode her during the week, and yeah, and he was very happy. Rachel rode her work this morning, Brett rides her out and he's very happy, and Jamie's very happy with her, and Trevor and everyone. So everything's so far going according to plan, but there's a good few days to go still. Los Angeles had made great progress from his last run. If the ground gets soft, it'll bring him right into it. He's a big powerhouse that'll plough through soft ground.
Is he the forgotten horse slightly, Aidan? Because I remember at the beginning of the season you said he's kind of the daddy and the others have to shelve in where they shelve in. I mean, do you still have that sort of faith?
Yeah, there's no doubt. The Arc was his plan all year, and we went to Ascot because his runs had been so good up to then, and it went a little bit wrong in Ascot, and he had a hard race, so we had to back away. And because he had a hard race then, and because we had to back away from him, he was a little bit behind for his first run back. We're at the Curragh, but we felt he came forward well from there to France the last day, and he ran around the track and course, and we felt that he's going to move on again up to this run. So hopefully this run will be better than his last run, and and his work is very nice.
And the current Ballydoyle clubhouse leader, of course, has been Delacroix with those 2 spectacular performances this season. Now, everyone was assuming that he might be done after the Irish Champion Stakes. Is that a dangerous assumption? Might you go again, given the dry forecast?
It's possible. It depends on what the lads want to do again. He seems to have come out of the race well, and everything has went well in all the few little bits he has done so far. But obviously what will happen is I'd imagine we'll have a good chat with the lads kind of 10 days before the race, out 2 weeks, and we'll have a look at the lads will probably have a look at the forecast and see then. Like, obviously he's very important to get back to Coolmore, this horse, and especially now obviously when Wooden Basset is gone. Yeah, they'll decide, but at the moment it's positive, I think.
Positive to maybe go to Ascot?
I think it's positive, but that's not written in stone by any space of imagination, and they will decide, and we won't. The lads know that we're wondering, but we won't ask until they tell us. And if he's finished, he's finished. So if anything negative comes between now and then, we'll let him know. And because horses this time of the year can go on and off, and he has been busy all year, but so far everything looks good so far.
And would you entertain the QE2 as well as the Champions? Would you entertain dropping to a mile just to give him that extra string to his stallion bow? Not necessarily that he needs it.
Yeah, that'd be their decision as well, and it always is a possibility, because Ryan always reckoned that he was quick, and we see every day that he is quick, and he does quicken very well. So they'll decide that as well, what they want to do, and if he was going there. But obviously he's in the 2 races, and we'll try and get him to go there first, and then if we're going there, then we'll see which race the lads want to run in.
And isn't this the part in the movie that we've been in about 20 times before, where I ask you if you'd entertain a Breeders' Cup Classic with him?
Yeah, no, listen, he's like I say, he's a very important horse. He's had a tough year, and there is a time when you push a horse too long, too much sometimes, you know. So listen, like I say, it won't be my decision, but if we see where we're going the next time first, and then see what the lads want to do, really.
All right, one step at a time. Well done, Aidan.
Yeah, thanks, Lou.
You got there. It's Nick.
Thanks very much, Nick. Sorry. Thanks, Nick.
The market principles have largely come up to scratch here, haven't they? The only blip in the field was Beautify, who was labouring some way out, but it was at this point here that the strong travelling pair, Havana Anna and True Love, peeled away to have a bit of a duel up the hill. I thought briefly Havana Anna was going to come out best, but stronger on that rise to the line is True Love. She's shown a really good attitude today and seen her race out a lot more strongly than she did in the Phoenix last time.
She's just out-muscled her late. Now, just keep your eye on Fitzella, the lime green cap. She just tried to anticipate the stalls, but actually she was well away. Yeah,
it was Royal Fixation that was probably a little bit slower into her stride, and she just took a little bit of warming into the race, didn't she? And then once she latches on, she really does latch on, Royal Fixation. But you can see just this point of the race, maybe William Buick would have preferred to have been a spot closer than he ended up being. But True Love, the winner, I mean, she's always in a lovely rhythm. Both her and Havana Anna are racing upsides each other through the whole of the race, just getting a nice lead from Fitzella, and they're both nicely relaxed, travelling strongly.
I was really drawn to the way Havana Anna eased into the race, but True Love was matching her every move.
She was, yeah. I mean, those were the two that went deepest into the race on the bridle. Beautify, disappointing in the purple silks over the far side. She was off the bridle at halfway. She never really landed a blow on the race. America Queen has run really well, because I didn't think she was in love with the track. She possibly hasn't handled it all that well, certainly not as well as some of a couple of those that have beaten her, and she's boxed on in pretty admirable fashion and shown a good attitude in defeat again.
And there are no pretenders involved, really, are there? The form looks very strong.
It does, yeah. As I say, only Beautify really is disappointed of the market principles, but the Lowther form is in 3rd and 4th. They've kind of run pretty much up to that form on first viewing, and they just weren't quite good enough to match the first two.
But it's quite remarkable how well True Love has developed through the season.
Yeah, I mean, she's a big powerhouse of a filly, isn't she? I don't know. I mean, whether she'll stretch out significantly further, I don't know. She's got a lot of raw speed, hasn't she? And
she settled admirably today.
She did, and but yeah, I think I could see her being more sprinter than miler, to be honest. I think she has got a lot of pace. She's obviously shown that by winning a Queen Mary this year anyway, hasn't she?
She's the same price with one firm for Guineas and Commonwealth Cup, 16-1.
Yeah, I think the latter is look, I would think will probably be given a Guineas campaign in the spring, won't she? And we'll see how she goes. But I think the Commonwealth Cup would be an interesting one for her.
Given how well she's hit the line, and given how strong she is for her age, do you think they might have a think about trying to rocket around Del Mar?
Possibly.
Over a mile.
Possibly. Let's see what Connections have to say. But it could be a decent shout. And she's very well experienced, isn't she, now as well? She's had plenty of racing, and she's a pretty much a pro, isn't she? She knows her job.
And that was the route taken by the winner of this race last year, Lake Victoria, who went there and absolutely bolted up. So you'd have thought it had to be uppermost in Connections' mind. A 6th Cheveley Park victory for Aidan O'Brien, a 1st for Wayne Lordan, who is substituting as admirably as you'd expect. There's the winning trainer on the far side. He'll be hoping to do it all over again in a few moments' time, but for the moment, he's got his Group 1 today. I think 19th of the season for Ballydoyle, unless I'm counting wrong. Pretty sure we're up to 19 now.
It's her first, isn't it, after that heavy odds-on defeat last time? But there'll be more to come, I'm sure.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.